How many times have you told yourself, one more task, just one more project, and then I will rest, only to find that rest never comes? Whether this is about work, whether this is about managing a household or parenting or chasing your entrepreneurial dreams, this cycle is all too familiar. I've been there and I know how it feels, and I know that this is like a never-ending treadmill. Hi, I'm Vassia, I'm a psychologist, and I'm here to talk about perfectionism and how it leads to burnout so that we prevent it from happening. So, today we are going to talk about the common belief more is better that we all know. We have been raised with that belief. We're going to understand burnout. I'm going to share with you the hidden trap behind burnout. And of course, I'm going to tell you about one strategy that I would like you to implement today already in order to break that cycle and to shift the approach. And of course, to help ourselves recover. So, first of all, let's go into the common belief more is better. We are often told that pushing ourselves harder is the key to success. So, we have connected work with success, hard work with bigger success. So, high achievers, of course, in particular, they seem to wear the more is better mentality as a badge of honor. Like, we meet each other and we ask each other, like, how are you? Busy? Ah, yeah, good. Busy too. Yeah, good. And we congratulate each other for being busy and for not having time for anything else in our life, for having not taking any proper break, and for being exhausted. But here's the twist, and we learn it the hard way. Yeah, the harder you push, the more exhausted you become. It's like trying to win a race by running nonstop without taking a breath. Eventually, of course, you're going to burn out before even finishing, before ever even reaching the finish line. What do we mean with burnout? In case you haven't heard about burnout, in case you haven't experienced burnout, good. That's good news. Burnout is not about being tired at the end of a long day. It's a state of chronic physical, emotional, and mental fatigue. We're talking about another level of exhaustion that doesn't go away with sleep or with just a weekend of holidays. It doesn't go away like that. Actually, according to research, recovering from burnout can even take 2 years. That's the level of change, fundamental change that is happening in our body and in our brain because of burnout. So when you're constantly running on empty, your performance dips and even your passion starts to fade. So your body and your mind is just a car running low on fuel, and sooner or later it's just going to break down. So, what is the hidden burnout trap? Here is when it gets interesting, especially for high achievers. The internal stop mechanism, and what I mean with that, the mechanism that says, well, you have to stop now, you're tired, you did enough for today. This internal stop mechanism is broken, which means that your threshold of fatigue or your threshold of tolerance is different than the average people, which means that everybody has a unique threshold, of course, for fatigue. But for the high achievers and the perfectionists, we have shifted that threshold, we have changed that threshold at a higher level, which means that it takes even more effort for us to understand, not to feel tired, but to understand that we are tired. And that's the trap of burnout because we keep pushing and we keep working. People give us another task and we're like, yeah, of course, yeah, I'm okay. But that okay means that our body is already exhausted, our brain is already exhausted, but we haven't got the memo. The stop mechanism is broken. And that's why we keep doing more and more and more. And of course, we get it only when we are exhausted. That's our threshold. Am I exhausted? Am I laying on beds crying out of exhaustion or not even have tears to cry? Then I'm okay. I can go on. See, that's what I mean. That's the trap of burnout, and especially for perfectionists and high achievers. Now, how can we sift that? What's the alternative? That's one strategy. Usually I give more than one. I give 3 to 5 strategies, but today I'm going to give only one. Besides, of course, as we said before, learn to say no and set some boundaries and delegate, la la la. Yeah, we've talked about that. But that's one thing that I would like you to start doing. Take a break before you need it. Don't even check with yourself. Do I need it or not? No, just take a break. Think of it as a preventive maintenance for your brain. Remember that your stop mechanism is broken. Of course, we're not going to check with that now because we have to fix that first. But we're going to take breaks irrelevant of whether we need them or not. So integrate breaks in your day regardless of whether you need them or not. You have to take them. That's your strategy for now. Go to your day and put an alarm and start taking breaks irrelevant of whether you need them or not. All right? Doing more and chasing more is not the key to success. That's what we have to understand. It's not going to happen. Actually, we're going to break down and then we're going to need even more time to go back into our game. It's time for you to break free from this endless circle of just one more thing and then I will. No, you're taking a break now, not after one more thing. If you are ready to dive even deeper, you're going to find the link for my 7 steps how to stop overthinking, which is, of course, the way that perfectionists are handling everything. And then, of course, they exhaust their own energy. Thank you for watching. And remember, if life were a video game, sometimes the cheat code is simply to hit pause. Stay balanced and take good care of yourself.